Hi, VencoreWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, July 5th. Kind of a cloudy morning here in southeastern Pennsylvania, across New Jersey, New York City, and there are some scattered showers already forming down across the D.C. metro region. It looks like all areas in the I-95 corridor between D.C., Philadelphia, and New York City will get a soaking rainfall between now and the weekend. The weekend is shaping up to be pretty nice indeed. It looks like a decent air mass for this time of the year comes our way for the weekend. But before we get there, there will be occasional showers and thunderstorms, primarily on Thursday and Friday for Philadelphia and New York City, but anytime from this morning right into the day on Friday in the D.C. metro region. We'll take a look right now at the current radar loop, and you can see some scattered showers in and around the D.C. metro region. For the most part, they'll hang south of the Mason-Dixon line over the next few hours. By later today, there can be some showers well west of Philadelphia and New York City. So Philly and New York City remain most likely rain-free today and for at least part of tonight. But D.C., obviously there are some scattered showers around right now, and it looks like it'll threaten like that for the rest of today and tonight. All areas get soaking showers and thunderstorms on Thursday into Friday. Well, let's take a look at last night's 6Z GFS model run. First, we'll look at the 500 millibar height anomalies because it tells quite an interesting story. Again, a soaking rainfall between now and the weekend, but then the weekend turns out to be rather nice for D.C., Philadelphia, and New York City. A decent air mass coming in for early July. Here we are for later on this morning. Lots of orange showing up here across the northern part of the U.S. Relatively warm, but no 90-degree readings, not only today, but really right through the weekend. It'll be hard-pressed to reach 90 degrees, which is a little bit unusual for this particular time of the year for the I-95 corridor. So that's some good news. No excessive heat by any means over the next several days. But watch as we go to the weekend what happens to this higher than normal height pattern here in the northeast U.S. We'll walk along in 6-hour increments. All these maps, by the way, available on tropicaltidbits.com. Again, this is using the 6Z GFS model run. Here we are by tomorrow morning. Even a tad cooler tomorrow than today. There will probably be highs confined to the upper 70s in Philadelphia and New York City on Thursday to go along with those occasional showers and thunderstorms. And again, some of the rain can be heavy, certainly on Thursday night into the day on Friday for the I-95 corridor. Notice by later tomorrow the real ridging occurs out here across the western U.S. where there can be some quite a bit of hot weather. But as we get into the weekend here, first we get relatively normal in terms of the height anomaly pattern here by Friday, but then as we get into the weekend, notice the blues showing up, a pretty impressive upper level system dropping across the Great Lakes by Friday night, right into the northeast U.S. For the weekend. And again, this time of the year, that produces quite a pleasant air mass, probably high temperatures, generally in the low 80s over the weekend with plenty of sunshine. Can't complain about that at all. Again, all weekend long, the heat is confined to the western U.S. and relatively pleasant conditions here in the northeast. Well, let's now walk through the surface forecast maps from the 6Z GFS model run. Again, some showers right now south of the Mason-Dixon line in the D.C. metro region. That's pretty much where they should hold for the next several hours south of the Mason-Dixon line. Later today, there can be showers breaking out across central Pennsylvania, maybe even into east central Pennsylvania, probably holding to the west of the Philly and New York City metro regions. But again, there can be a shower at any time in the D.C. metropolitan region today. Let's walk through 6 hours again, mainly south of the Mason-Dixon line or across western Pennsylvania. As we go into the early part of the evening, Philly and New York City most likely remaining rain-free, although there certainly can be lots of clouds today. Let's now push ahead. By tomorrow morning, notice some yellow starting to show up here. This is indicative of some heavier rainfall. And again, expect a soaking rain for much of the I-95 corridor tomorrow into the day on Friday. Some of the rain that comes down will be heavy at times. And here we go, GFS putting out quite a bit of precipitation in terms of rainfall here during the day on Thursday. That continues into tomorrow night. Not quite as steady on Friday. Certainly can be some additional showers and maybe a thunderstorm on Friday. It'll turn a bit warmer on Friday compared to Thursday because a frontal system that is really the main culprit of all this unsettled weather coming over the next few days will actually push north by Friday as a warm front. So Thursday afternoon high temperatures could be anywhere from 78 to 82 degrees in D.C., filling New York City, but then Friday afternoon perhaps mid to upper 80s before a nice air mass arrives for the weekend. Here we are Friday. Again, an occasional shower or thunderstorm, probably more steady rainfall will occur on Thursday and Thursday night compared to Friday, but frontal system heads our way, and again, that is the beginning. That'll usher in a nice air mass for the weekend. This is the Friday evening forecast map, and here's the frontal system by early Saturday morning right along the East Coast, and this high pressure edges in for the weekend. And again, right now it looks like the weekend looks quite nice for this time of the year with pleasant air mass. It'll be warm, but comfortably warm, and low humidity on Saturday and Sunday, and probably relatively nice continuing into Monday. But before we get to that decent weekend, a soaking rain event for D.C., Philadelphia, New York City. Today, some showers in the D.C. metro region, most likely holding a rain-free and filling New York City, but all areas get occasional showers and thunderstorms Thursday night into Friday, and some of that rain will fall heavily at times. That's it for now. For VencoreWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Orient.